You shouldn't be taking your authentic self to work. What is this whole thing about being your authentic self? Take your professional, hardworking self to work. And of course, this is for a company that deserves you and is paying you right. But generally, it's better for your own self esteem and confidence if you take your professional self to work. I think so often in life we're told to just be authentic, and maybe your authentic self is lazy. Maybe your authentic self loves to wear pajamas, but that's not appropriate for the work environment. And I'm not even someone who's super strict on things like that. I think work from home is a great thing. I think you should be able to have hybrid working models and just do what's right for you and your company and for your own job, especially if you have responsibilities outside of work. But the whole thing about being so authentically myself, like dressing in however way I wish to dress at work, or, you know, communicating in a very friendly, authentic way, that just doesn't work, in my opinion, for successful workplaces. You should take your professional self to work. You should be on your A game at your work. Again, if it's a company that really deserves you. Even if they don't deserve you, it's good practice to build up that skill of constantly being incredibly professional, knowing how to communicate in a professional manner, in an effective manner, especially with more senior people, especially with people who may be smarter than you, have more knowledge than you, and hopefully you are in rooms and meetings and projects where people are smarter than you so you can learn from them. But this whole thing about this whole notion of like just being super authentic, I don't think it's effective in teams. And the most successful people I've seen have that difference of, yes, they can be authentic, and especially if you're friends with them outside of work, you can see they're playful, they're fun, they're silly, they like to have a good time. But when they're at work, they mean business, and they're not just, their authentic selves, because their authentic selves might want to wear a pink fluffy gown and not want to put on a suit, or not want to put on a professional work attire. And their authentic self might want to be super friendly to a client when that client needs a bit more of a professional, stricter tone because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. These are just examples. But my point is that we're so fixated on just be yourself, just be yourself. You need to be a professional version of yourself when you're at work, when you're doing a job, because that shows that you respect that job. And it shows you respect the people that you're working with, and it most of all shows that you respect yourself.